It's almost time, kiddies. Don't forget to tune in at 9 o'clock for the big giveaway. No, it's not going to really be a big giveaway because I'm broke, actually. So, but yeah, in the spirit of the film we are watching tonight, Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Kind of polarizing in the the Halloween franchise. It seems people either love it, think it's a classic, or they hate it. They don't think it should be part of the franchise. Well, there's some people that love it and, don't think it should be part of the franchise. Like it should have been its own thing. Call it Season of the Witch and just have it be its own, like, Halloween themed movie. And, I have my opinions on that, and I will make that known throughout the stream. I'm going to give all my thoughts, or at least try to give all my thoughts on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch 1982. Directed by Tommy Lee Wallace and starring Tom Atkins, Stacey Nelkin, and Dan Hurley as Conal Cochran. All right, so I came on a little bit early. I want to give people a bit of a chance to, grab your controls, throw in a copy of Halloween 3, whether you have it on Blu-ray, DVD, or on the streaming service, or what have you. Maybe you have the new 4K. Actually, did they come out with Halloween 3 on the 4K? I'm not sure. Actually, I don't think they did. I think it was just Halloween 1, 2, and then 4 and 5. I don't think 3 is part of that. Am I wrong on that? You guys in the chat can tell me that, Is Halloween 3 part of the new 4K releases for the Halloween franchise? I don't think so, though. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll be giving you guys my thoughts on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch throughout watching the film tonight with you guys out there in YouTube land. So welcome to the Horror Corner. This is a live stream commentary for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Perhaps you guys might have seen my previous live commentary streams for the original Halloween from 1978, and I also recently did Halloween 2 from 1981. So let's continue the trend, shall we? It is Halloween time. Here we are in October 2021. So we are continuing the trend. Let's keep it going. Maybe I'll fit a couple more between now and Halloween. Who knows? But at least at Halloween time, I am doing a live stream commentary of a Halloween film. So yeah, we are in the spirit of things. How many I do, or if I do another one this month, who knows? But we're going to be having a lot of fun tonight. And that's basically what I think of Halloween 3. I think it's a fun movie. And that's pretty much where it ends for me, I'm not one of these people who thinks it's like a masterpiece, a classic. Um, I'm not one of these people that think it's the greatest movie in the Halloween franchise. And I also don't think that it should be part of its own film or part of its own thing outside of the Halloween franchise. And I have very specific reasons for that. Why? Because it feels like a Halloween movie. It feels like part of the franchise. There's too much that feels like part of the Halloween franchise for this to be its own entity. And I feel like if they did release it that way, that people would say that. They'd just be like, oh, it's just a Halloween knockoff, and I still don't think it would do well, in that aspect of things. But I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll never know, will we? because that's not what happened. It was released as Halloween 3. And like I said, I think it feels like a Halloween movie because you got the involvement of John Carpenter. He was heavily involved in this one. And he did the score as well, And, you know, the score sounds very much like a Halloween film. Very reminiscent of Halloween 2, I think. It's got a lot of that synthesizer stuff that Halloween 2 did. So we got 2 minutes to 9, 2 minutes to 9 o'clock. The big giveaway. Tune in, kiddies. Don't forget to wear your silver shamrock masks. Tommy Lee Wallace had a great voice for that, didn't he? He also did something similar in the original. He did, the voice on the TV in the original Halloween. Talking about don't forget to watch The Thing. Like lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn out the lights. That kind of thing. So I guess they thought he sounded so good in that they decided to use him for a similar thing in Halloween 3. So once again, the connection to the original Halloween. You have Nancy Keys in there. Maybe I'll wait a minute before I get too in depth. It's not 9 o'clock yet. So. We got somebody in there. We got somebody watching. Welcome. 1 minute till 9 o'clock, the big giveaway. All right, guys, it's 9 o'clock, so officially let me welcome you to the Horror Corner. This is a live stream commentary for Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, from 1982, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace and starring Tom Atkins, Stacey Nelkin, and Dan O'Herlihy as Connell Cochran. And this is the Scream Factory Blu-ray, of course. Hey, David, what's going on, man? How you doing? We got David's Horror in the chat. We got, Adam Turner. What's up, dude? Adam Turner says, oh, yeah, great film. One thing I do like about this Scream Factory verse got the original DVD cover, which I always did like the original DVD cover of Halloween 3. It's pretty cool. The night no one comes home. Hey, Collector Man in the chat. What's going on, dude? Collector Man says this is one of my October must-watches, so this is perfect. Well, welcome to the stream. All right, we got Adam Turner in the house. We got David's Horror. We got Collector Man in the house. So welcome. I'm good, David. How are you? It's October, baby. It's Halloween time. So yeah. As you guys may or may not have seen, I did previously do the original Halloween on live commentary, and he also did Halloween 2, 1981. So here we are in order with Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. So we're going to have a great time tonight. Going to give you guys all my personal thoughts on Halloween 3 as we go. Maybe have a little fun, do a little voices type stuff that I usually like to do. And we'll talk about the movie as we go, certain scenes, point things out. Got my Halloween t-shirt on. Yes, and I know I don't have a Halloween 3 t-shirt, but all right, guys, let's see. So does everybody have their trusty controller in hand? Let's give people a couple minutes. So, guys, got some news. I just got my Halloween Kills tickets. Yeah, very excited going to see it on Sunday, the 17th. So, yeah, the funny thing is, I also have Peacock, so, I could cheat if I want to. I could watch it before Sunday. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, though. I might keep it until it's time to see in a theater. Maybe I probably should do that, but knowing me as a Halloween fan, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle the suspense. Uh, are you guys ready for the big giveaway at 9 o'clock? Yes, a lot of people love Tom Atkins in this film. A lot of people love Tom Atkins in general. So, what do you guys think about Tom Atkins' performance in Halloween 3? Collector Man says, awesome. I plan on seeing it in theaters too. I don't have Peacock, yeah. I forget why I got it. I actually got it for the WWE network because, yeah, I'm a big wrestling nerd. So, mustache envy, yeah. Tom Atkins has a superior mustache in this film. We'll say that. I will give him that. All right, guys. So I'm going to get started here. So right now I'm on the menu screen for the Scream Factory DVD, and I got it on Play Film. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's get started. Got the Universal logo. So that's where I'm at, guys. The Universal logo. Tom Atkins is the man. Have any of you guys met Tom Atkins? I know some of you guys have been to horror conventions and stuff. Have you met him? I do like that opening with the TV screen. It's really cool. Yeah, great performance. And yes, once again, a John Carpenter, Deborah Hill production. So you had both of them coming back for the third movie. And like I said, before 9 o'clock, Adam Turner says, met Dourif, but never Atkins. So Brad Dourif, but not Tom Atkins. Yes, Dan O'Hurley as Connell Cochran. I will say I do think he was a great villain. Very charismatic and yet this crazy Irishman with the Celtic tradition, representing Sam Wan. Is that how you say it? I know Dr. Loomis botched that in Halloween 2. He said it. He said Samhain, but it's actually Samwan. Samwan, is that how you say it? Hey, Drum Smash 88, what's going on? So, Drum Smash 88 feels that Halloween 3 is good as a standalone from the series. Yeah, a lot of people would say that, I think. Yeah, a lot of people would say that. So, my thoughts on that are, I mentioned it earlier before I actually hit 9 o'clock. I personally don't think it would have succeeded either way, if they put it as a separate film as Season of the Witch. Would it have found its audience? Maybe, maybe not. I kind of think maybe people would still say that, oh, it's just a Halloween knockoff. Why? Because it has so many of the ingredients of Halloween and Halloween 2 and stuff. Especially the score is definitely very similar to what they were doing with Halloween 2 with all the synthesizer stuff. I love it. It's a cool score. But It is similar to what they were doing with the second film. And here we are, Saturday the 23rd, and you got this dude running in the street. What's he running from, guys? What's he running from? Yeah, so exactly, David. I mean, there's all these factors. You got Jamie Lee Curtis doing the announcements over the loudspeakers. You got Nancy Keys from the original Halloween as Dan's wife. Um, you got John Carpenter and Deborah Hill coming back. You got Tommy Lee Wallace directing it, who worked on the original Halloween. He did the vocals on the TV stuff, when they're introducing the thing. Tune into the thing. Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn out the lights. They did the same thing in this movie in Halloween 3. So there's just a lot of similarities to me. It's too much like Halloween to be its own thing, even though they are telling a separate story that's not related to Michael Myers. There's still a lot of Halloween in there. That's just my opinion. I feel like people would consider it a Halloween knockoff. I want H9, says the Myers fan 25. Welcome. Collector Man says, I think the storyline is unique with the Silver Shamrock mask and everything. Yeah, I agree. That's right. Yeah, exactly. Dick Warlock is back playing one of the assassins. What they call them, assassins. But they're these androids that work for the Silver Shamrock Company. Dick Warlock played Michael Myers in Halloween 2, so there's another fact. And these androids, like you see in this guy right now, choking the old man out, they're very Michael Myers-ish, aren't they? They're creepy. They don't have any emotions, just like Michael Myers. Yeah, me too. I am definitely a Michael Myers guy. Obviously, look at the background there. I like how the guy got crushed in between the two cars there. And you wonder what this guy did. Did he know too much? Was he trying to expose the secrets of Silver Shamrock, just like Dan does, Dr. Dan? And that's why they're after him. Don't watch this movie if you have epilepsy. There's a lot of flashing lights at the screen, especially when they do those commercials. You definitely would have a seizure. When the assassin blows itself up in the car, yeah, I like that. That's actually one of my favorite scenes. He pours gasoline over himself. And there we go. Someone's watching on the TV, Stonehenge. Yeah, and that obviously plays a factor into the movie. Here we go. Here's that commercial. I love the masks that they make though for the movie. You got the witch lady, the skeleton, and the pumpkin head. Very cool masks. And obviously they have them now. I guess Trick or Treat Studios makes them now. and we saw them make an appearance in Halloween from 2019. That's right. Kids, when Michael Myers bumped into the kids wearing the silver shamrock masks. To tie it back to Halloween 78. The Myers fan says, Sean, I want you to say something nice about Resurrection. You might wait a long time, you know. I know, I get it, man. I know you like Resurrection. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't care for it. It's too much of like, it's very commercial. It's like product, you know, like they just knocked it out for a quick cash grab to me, you know. That's that's the point of it to me. It was like cashing in on the success of the Halloween name, and you know, because H2O was a big success. It was a big hit, so I feel like they just kind of slapped this one together, and you know, they didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. Yeah, I mean, a mask wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. It had kind of a, and here we go. There's Nancy Keys from the original Halloween playing Dan's wife. And they make it seem like kind of bitchy, you know? Like Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I do like the opening of Resurrection. So okay, I'll say that. I will give you that. My's fan 25. I like the opening of Resurrection and what happens with Laurie. I thought that was pretty cool, actually. The kids got their masks and they're sitting by the TV. Halloween 5. David's Horror says Halloween 5 was bad. Hmm. I don't hate it as much as everybody else, you know. I would tell you, I much prefer Halloween 5 than Resurrection. That's just me, though, you know. Drum Smash 88 says it's a bad sequel. H2O had the best ending of the series. Yeah. Yeah, the mask in H5. See, here's the thing about my issues with Tom Atkins in this movie. And I like Tom Atkins. I liked him in Escape from New York. I liked him in The Fog. I like him in Night of the Creeps. But I don't really like him in this one. You know why? Because I don't buy him as a doctor. you know, you know, I just don't buy him as a doctor. How many medical terms does he use in this movie? Not a whole hell of a lot. He's not very committed to the doctor aspect of his character, is he? But people just, you know, let that fly because it's Tom Atkins. Oh, he's cool. He's Tom Atkins. He's got a cool mustache. He's debonair. He's just hip, you know. Whatever, you know, not to me. To me, you should commit to the character, not just be Tom Atkins. H4 would have made for a good ending to the franchise. So you would leave it hanging like that, the Halloween 4 ending? You would just leave it like that? I don't know. So they got the patient in there that the android was trying to kill, but luckily he got away. But now he's at the hospital, and the androids showed up. It's creeping around. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you, obviously a Michael Myers guy, so I was very happy that they went back to the Michael Myers saga with Halloween 4. And I like Halloween 4, I like Halloween 5. Didn't like Halloween 6 originally. I originally hated Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. I saw that in theaters and I just did not like it, Just did not care for it. But over the years, it has grown on me. Now I like it, you know. Is it a great movie? No, definitely not. It's got plenty of issues, but I've come to like it. But yeah, I've always liked Halloween 5. So yes, I like Halloween 5. Damn it, this is a good scene. This is a good kill, right? Android just smashes him, and pinches his nose and pulls his bone out. It's pretty nasty. But you telling me these guys don't feel like Michael Myers esque? And they're obviously super strong like Michael Myers. That's it for him. He ain't telling nobody shit. He just wipes the blood on the curtain, like, really? Yeah, right. Right, collect them in. David's Heart said, "What do you think? Would it have been a neat idea to have someone reference an early prototype of the Silver Shamrock mask gone awry in 1963 to have this movie tie back to 78?" I, I, I could see them doing something subtle like that, yeah. Dr. Dan just caught the android, but it's too late. He got in his car and now he's pouring the gas on himself. Boom! That scene is pretty batshit, isn't it? I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Myers fan says, even though you don't like Resurrection, I think you are one of the nicest YouTubers in the horror community. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, everybody has a right to their opinion. So in the chat, I mean, what do you guys think about how Halloween 3 is perceived today? Because it's changed over the year. The outlook on Halloween 3 has changed quite a bit over the years. It seems like a lot of people are coming around to it. They're enjoying it. They think it's really an interesting alternative to the Michael Myers saga. And we got people like Christian, my friend in the horror hangouts, who thinks that's the best movie in the Halloween franchise, which is interesting. Yes, it's definitely gained a cult following. That's a great way to put it. Welcome, Steven Spencer. Yes, he's one of my new subs, so welcome. What's up, dude? And there we see that silver shamrock mask that he was clutching on to, the man who got killed by the android, or the assassin. I love Halloween. Nice. Well, you're in the right place here. We're all big Halloween fans. Sunday the 24th. We're getting closer to Halloween. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got that at what is it, Party City. I saw that had the cool banners. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. H2 Myers, baby. Stacy Nilkin. Very gorgeous woman. She apparently is the daughter of the man that was killed there by the androids. And of course, at this point, we don't know that they're androids, but we don't know anything about the Silver Shamrock factory and all that. But she's obviously distraught. Her father was killed by unknown assailants. And Dr. Dan Dr. Dan Chalice feels for her. He wants to give her a great big hug. We see how that turns out later. Classic. I will say that is a pimp line by Tom Atkins. David Horror says, even though Nightmare on Elm Street was my first exposure to horror, Halloween is my favorite franchise. Love hearing that. That is music to my ears. Check those out. Different videos every day. Nice. Steven Spencer will be uploading videos all month of October, so check him out. Michael Myers is awesome. He sure is. And I was one of the haters of this movie for sure. Like initially, I was like, "What the hell? This doesn't even have. This has nothing to do with Michael Myers or Dr. Loomis or anything. What the hell is this?" Thank you, Steven. But over time, it has grown on me, similar to Part 6, The Cult of Michael Myers. The Curse of Michael Myers, not the cult. It should have been called The Cult of Michael Myers. But I'm not one of these people that thinks this is like a masterpiece or a classic or anything like that. No way. Not even close, buddy. But I just think it's a fun kind of campy movie, and it's a fun horror movie, and it's got some great Halloween vibes to it. It's got some great Halloween atmosphere for the season, For then that aspect, it's good. Adam Turner says, I hear Big Mike quote unquote wins in the new installment, like butchers nearly everybody. I've heard that too. Yeah, I've heard that too. Like this is the real revenge of Michael Myers, right? That's what this seems like. And Miss Ellie Cambridge, who's the daughter, played by Stacey Nielkin, just met up with Tom Atkins at the bar, Mr. Dr. Dan Chalice. No spoilers yet. Don't spoil Halloween Kills. Come on, we only have a couple weeks left. We've waited 2 years. They're gonna kill us all. You're like, he's that paranoid about it already. He doesn't even know anything about it. Yeah. They're gonna kill us all. Blah, blah, like Dude, you don't even know what's going on with it, really. You just saw one guy kill this one guy. Now they're going to the local store and they got the Halloween masks in the background, the Silver Shamrock masks. Hey, Phil's Creepy Videos, what's going on, dude? Yeah, we're having a party here. We got David's Horror, we got Collector Man, we got Drum Smash 88, we got Adam Turner, and newbie Steven Spencer in the house, who is also a YouTuber, so check him out. We got Phil's Creepy Vids, member of the not the Cadaver Club. I watch the show all the time, for God's sakes. Member of the Coast to Coast horror stream. Sorry. Sorry about that, Phil. I wonder what happened to the masks used in the film. Yeah. Now I know this spot was used in Halloween 2 as well, uh, right in front of the store where the cars are parked there. But I only know that obviously because I watched the Horrors Hallowed Grounds on Halloween 2, and I think there's one on this one too. Yeah, the locations, and that's the same spot where Michael Myers walked and bumped into the boombox boy, who is Dick Warlock's son, Lance Warlock. Yeah, that's the same area. I guess it's filmed. Halloween 3 is filmed in a lot of the same areas that 2 was, and the original as well. And Sean Clark also noted that around the corner of the street is the church used in The Fog. So sold for crack. Who knows? You'd think we it would have gone up in an auction or something. I mean, somebody must have. I bet Sean Clark has one of the original masks. David's Horror says maybe. I think he does have a few of the ones used from some of the movies. One of my fellow YouTubers went to that location there where the church is, the Santa Mira church there, and that whole town, and he walked around the locations. Boogeyman Ben. Guys, watch Boogeyman Ben? One of my first friends here on YouTube. Great guy, awesome videos. I love it. I'm a big fan of his channel. So if you haven't, definitely check out Boogeyman Ben, guys. And he's been doing it a long time, longer than me. A couple of you guys in the chat have been doing it longer than me. I think Phil's Creepy Videos have been around longer than me, and so David's Horror. You had a music channel before, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I've been doing it about 9 years now. So yes, Collector Man is a fan. Nice. Yeah, I connected with him early on in my. He's my first friend in YouTube community. So one of these days, I want to have him on one of my streams. I have not seen *Malignant* yet. Yeah, David Tara said I had a channel in the vinyl community. Yeah, David's a big music guy. Dick Warlock is my favorite. Myers next to JJC and George Wilmer in H6. Hmm. I love Dick Warlock. Is actually my favorite Michael Myers, and it's cool seeing him in this one too. So here we get Ellie wants to stick around town, to investigate on her own the murder of her father, and she meets up with Dr. Gam because he also knows something's not right in town. So he wants to investigate things too. And I guess the police aren't very helpful. So he shares the room with Miss Grimbridge, Ellie Grimbridge, at this little motel. Me three for Dick Warlock. Excellent. I do have Dick Warlock's autograph on a really cool Michael Myers photo. So you even get to know these little, side characters in the motel. You got this weird lady in the Winnebago. You got this like older couple staying there, and I guess they're getting ready to pay a visit to Silver Shamrock as well. I think the guy works for Silver Shamrock, didn't he? The guy in the motel. I haven't seen this movie in a while. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't. This isn't one that I watch too often. It's not one of the more rewatchable ones for me. I feel like once you know the plot and once you know what happens, I don't really tend to go back to it too much. Yeah, of course, Nick Castle is the standard bearer for Michael Myers. He set the standard for what the character should be. There you go. There's Tom Atkins pimp with that line, right? She's like, "Oh, where do you want to sleep?" And he's like, "That's a dumb question." Yeah. And just like that, they kiss, and next thing you know, they're in bed together. David Tara said, "Sean, did you ask Sandy if she had been approached about making an appearance in Halloween Kills?" I think I might have asked that. I'm not sure. I know. I think she said she wanted to, but she gets credit for being in. Towards the beginning, they actually show that scene in Halloween 2018, the scene of Judith Myers getting killed. So she got credit for that and got paid for that. Similar to Halloween 2, when they show the little scene from the original at the beginning, where you see Michael Myers unmasked and it's Tony Moran. Tony Moran got paid for that little tiny little scene being shown in Halloween 2. Drum Smash met Dick Warlock. He chatted for about half an hour at the con. Great man. He signed and we took a picture next to my Warlock Myers mask. Oh, you have a Warlock Myers mask? Nice. Excellent. Dr. Dan runs into this bum at the hotel, drinking his whiskey. And he kind of, spills the beans a little bit about Silver Shamrock at the factory nearby. Yes, Collector Man says, love the atmosphere and music in this. Even the security cameras are eerie. Yeah, because the whole town is being washed by the cameras everywhere. And it's all because of Silver Shamrock, and basically, they run the town. They're like the neighborhood watch. As well as like it's not just some toy store. Heavily involved in the town. And that's where it becomes, like this cult like thing. Like, what is this? What is this little Shamrock thing? Who is this guy, Colonel Cochran? Who is this guy? Burn that some bitch right down. Be the last Halloween. Dave's Horror says, I'm going to hop off here. Have an early day tomorrow. Enjoy the movie. Enjoyed chatting with everyone. Thank you, Dave's Horror, for stopping by at the Horror Corner on our live stream commentary for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Kind of a polarizing movie. Like I said, a lot of people love it. And then you have these people that think it's a classic, that's so underrated. And there's people that hate it because it doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. And then you have people like me that are just kind of somewhere in the middle, who I enjoy it. I think it's kind of just a fun movie with some nice Halloween vibes of the season, and it just makes a nice little one shot in the franchise. Yeah, the wandering drunks always get killed in the movies. And there's Dick Warlock ripping the head right off the dude. Awesome, right? Like snap, pulled his head right off. You guys think Danielle Harris should be in any of these new Halloween movies? Not as Jamie, but because it's different timeline. Yeah, I personally would love it. I would love to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point, Fortunately. Ship has sailed. Like if I was directing this movie, if I was directing Halloween 2018, I would have brought in Danielle Harris to be the daughter and have her be Jamie Lloyd, and that's a Halloween fan's friggin' wet dream, what the. You have her there with Jamie Lee Curtis, just like it's supposed to be. Oh, but we can't. We have to ignore the sequels, Whatever. Not this. She still could have been Jamie, or she could have been Karen. You could still have her play the character and it not be tied to the past sequels. Why not? And it would be just something cool that the fans would love. But no, you just went against the grain, Woo! Nice shot of her in the shower there. What do you guys think of this death scene here with the lady in the kooky lady in the perm hairdo? Where she plays with the mask and the silver shamrock logo in the back. It's a little wild. It's kind of like sci-fi-ish almost. And that's kind of what Tommy Lee Wallace was going for, kind of a sci-fi feel, kind of a invasion of the body snatchers type thing. That's what he was going for with this. And you can see that, stuff like this scene here too. And, the androids having the no emotions at all, just like the pod people and Invasion of the Body Snatchers, very similar there. Someone made a colossal boo-boo. Look, now they're all over each other. These two. Get a room, you two. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Half your age, dude. And you're cheating on your wife. This guy's supposed to be our hero. He's cheating on his wife. Who's running the hospital? Wasn't he like the head doctor, and he just goes off and leaves his job to do this little investigation on Silver Shamrock? Who's running the hospital? It seemed like the only real doctor there. Supposedly real doctor, which I don't think he does a very good job, but he is cool. He's got that cool persona down that we've seen him in all the other movies. Tom Atkins is Tom Atkins, And he's no different in this than he is in all his other movies. Kind of that Clint Eastwood thing, that aura of coolness, the machismo. That's why a lot of people like him, I do like the makeup effects on the scene, the after effects. The laser thing is a little cheesy though. Like, Drum Smash said agreed. One thing I'm glad Rob Zombie brought her back, that being Danielle Harris. I think she should have played Laurie, maybe, but glad she was in it. I was highly mixed on the remake. Me too. I am pretty mixed on it. Nice. Who cares? Who cares, man? I got my face and boobies here. That is pretty nasty, though. Her mouth, like, ripped open. Flesh hanging out of her mouth, and these nasty insects pouring out of her mouth. That's pretty sick. So yeah, there is some good effects in this. I would say there's some pretty good gore, and yeah, that always freaks me out. Insects. I'm not a fan of insects. But in the movie, it's okay. I just don't like them in real life. I just had a nightmare recently about a giant tick jumping on my head, because I have been bitten a couple times by ticks in the past. So yeah, it kind of that freaked me out. But it was in the dream, luckily, and I woke up like, You guys have had dreams like that when you get attacked by insects or surrounded by bugs? Yeah, it freaks me out. That's probably my worst fear, that I would be, swarmed by bugs and insects or bees or spiders. Not a fan of that. And you got all these guys that work for this company, and they're all in lab coats and stuff. You're gonna get the very best possible treatment. Like, who is this guy? He's supposed to be a toy maker, and he's sending this woman to the hospital. Like, what? He's not the mayor of the town, or is he? Yeah, Dan O'Hurley. He is a great villain in this movie. Very charismatic. I love his smooth kind of portrayal. He's got that smile on his face, that happy-go-lucky attitude. But behind closed doors, he's an evil genius. Here we go. There's the Silver Shamrock Factory. Oh, Saturday 30th, only one more day till Halloween. And they're getting ready to go visit the. Oh, he finally checked in with the hospital. What a guy. Hmm. She says, I'm beginning to think someone's tampering this stuff, There's nothing but bolts and nuts, and there's nothing to indicate that a body was actually in the car. Because there wasn't, it was a robot. Drum Smash 88 says, I love Rob Zombie's music and his camera work. Only House and Devils movies I love. Not every movie he's done I like. Yeah, well, I could do a whole stream on Rob Zombies. Actually, I have in the past, talking about my thoughts on Rob Zombie and his movies. But to put it in short, I'm not a huge fan of him as a director, but I love his music. I was a huge fan of White Zombie, but it never translated over to the movies for me. It just didn't. To me, he still has yet to make a good movie. A movie that you can say is good throughout the entire movie and not nitpick the shit out of it. Because any movie I've ever seen of his, I sit there and nitpick all these things I'd like and don't like, and I don't do that really with too many other directors. Really, it's just him. It's like Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why do you do it this way? Like I can't watch any of his movies and not think that. Even Devil's Rejects, which I think is as close to a good movie that he's ever made, but I still don't think it's a completely good movie. There's a lot of issues with that one too. I mean, he's one charming bastard, this Conal Cochran, isn't he? Warm and inviting, shaking everyone's hand, and all his work is just like, yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, welcome. I'm sorry for the disturbance outside. A replacement order has been made. Absolutely free. It's on me. And everyone's clapping. Jump Smash 88 says, I love Rob Zombie's music and his camera work. Oh, wait, I already said that. I'm like a broken record over here. And so Conal Cochran has given them the guided tour on how they make the mask. They pour in the plastic, the liquid, and showing all the workers working on the factory and making the mask and all that. And then we see the other couple from the hotel there that, this guy's doing business with Colin Cochran, obviously, and he's got a wife and kids, and his kid is getting all giddy, walking around looking at the mask like, oh, I want one of these. Collecting Man says it also has problems, but I do like Lord of Salem. The atmosphere and camera work are more similar to the original Halloween than his remake. That's one thing I don't have a complaint about is his style with the camera work and his direction in that sense. He does do a good job with atmosphere, and the look of the films are always really nice and really cool and different, and yeah, they're always really brutal with the violence and the great practical effects and stuff. So that part I don't have a problem with. The visual style, he is good with the visual style. I will give him that. And that goes back to the days of White Zombie and stuff. Some of it comes from that. And then because he started directing the White Zombie music videos and stuff. And he had that kind of style, and that pretty much carried over to House of a Thousand Corpses. I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses is basically like a music video. Yeah, that's not the thing I have the problem with. It's the scripts that I have a problem with. The acting I have a problem with. The dialogue I have a problem with. That's where I have the problem. And the stories, the way they play out, are just nonsensical at times. Yes, exactly. Drum Smash 88 says it perfectly. If someone else wrote the films and he just directed, yeah, exactly. Why can't he just be a director? Why does he have to write and do everything? Because I think that's his problem. He isn't good at everything. He's only good at the directing part. Tom Atkins just noticed all the creepy androids watching around everywhere as they're strolling through the factory. And that couple from the hotel is really kissing up to Mr. Cochran, like he's king shit. And, Dan just used that as his opportunity to kind of creep around and try and go off on their own and take a look around the factory by themselves. But they're all watching, all the androids are watching them. Ah, she just spotted the father's car. There they have it, and she wanted to go inspect it, and the androids blocked her off at the pass. It's beautiful, isn't it? He just had an evil little smirk there, Mr. Cochran. Oh, she's frightened. Yeah, I haven't heard his newest albums, Drum Smash. As far as I went with Rob Zombie's solo stuff is probably the Sinister Urge. That's where he kind of lost me. Yeah, I was down with the first album. I thought the first album was really solid and similar to White Zombie. It still had kind of the feel of a White Zombie album. It still wasn't as good, but it was good. But Sinister Urge really got more commercial. It's like now he's going for the big money, and I got that feeling, and that he was, stuff like the Red Cruisy, and oh, come on, man. That's really commercial sounding. But Hellbilly Deluxe had a lot of, really pretty heavy stuff. That was like when he sampled the, stuff from the movies and the music, like little audio clips here and there from like Night of the Living Dead and stuff like that. Pew, pew. Haha. Now all the androids are outside the hotel smashing through trying to catch Dr. Dan now. They're on to him. He knows too much. Running down the street in the middle of the night, they're chasing his ass. And he's all alone now. It's up to you, Tom Atkins, to get it done. Thrill me. If I was to pick my favorite Tom Atkins for, it's definitely Night of the Creeps. He's awesome in Night of the Creeps. Good news is your dates are here. Bad news is they're dead. I haven't seen him in anything in quite a while though. Donald Pleasance should have made a cameo. That would have been cool. As Dr. Loomis. That would have been cool, right? Is it curfew time yet? That's when you hear Jamie Lee's voice on the loudspeaker. It's time for curfew. I don't think I've seen this in about a good 2 years or so. Like I said, I don't go back to this one too often. Maybe once a year, and if that. But one and two, I just watch practically on a regular basis. Oh, you don't know that one? Ah, he's snuck deep into the factory now. See all the masks in the background. Booby trap masks. Obviously, another thing about uh, Tommy Lee Wallace is he played Michael Myers in one scene there in the closet scene, one of the best scenes in the movie. He played Michael. He did a great job in that scene. When he smashed through the closet, while Laurie's inside, and she stabs the hanger up at him, and then the knife. That's Tommy Lee Wallace in that scene. I believe he helped with making the mask too, the original William Shatner mask used in 1978. I believe he helped on that. Agreed, Sean. He's great live. Big spook show he displays. Yeah. Saw him several times. Saw White Zombie back in 1992 when they first came out with Las Exorcisto, David Devil Music, and when I first heard Thunder Kiss, I just freaking loved it. I'm like, oh. And I saw that they were having a concert, and I was like, yeah, I'm going. Right in the middle in New York City, I saw Rob Zombie and White Zombie. Club called Roxy, I think. Roxy Music Hall. Something like that. Ah, there's Dick Warlock. Dick Warlock's messing him up. So choke him out. Dr. Dan just punched a hole in his stomach and he's got the orange, like, blood coming out of him. Orange blood coming out of his mouth, and then the pulled out a whole bunch of wires. That's almost like with Alien with the Ash when he was discovered that he was an alien. Jig is up. Jig is up, buddy. Colin Cochran knows what he's doing now. It's like pity. They caught him. Oh, Mr. I like when he does like he doesn't know what's going on. He's out of nowhere. Ah, Mr. Chalice. Dr. Chalice, I should say. Being a medical man, you should find it quite interesting. A head prop wasn't too good, was it? That looked a little rough. Sunday the 31st, Halloween. In Santa Mira. Hate to be there on Halloween time. You got this maniacal toy maker trying to kill every child in the world on Halloween night with his booby trap mask. And while they watch the commercial, the chip implanted in the mask kills them. I do like the concept of Halloween. It's a messed up story if you think about it. Yes, it is. Ah, Dick Warlock's back. He just got killed and now he's back. I guess they fixed him up. Yeah, I don't think I've ever noticed that before. He's literally like in the next scene just after he died. It's cool to see him as, you get to see him without the mask, as a similar kind of character as Michael. He's still creepy. Because he never talks in the movie, I don't think. I don't think he ever talks. There you go. You see, they've got a piece of Stonehenge right there on the underneath the factory. He's like, we had a time getting it here. They got Dr. Herbert West working for him there with the glasses. And you see, they're using the microchip, built in microchips for the masks. Look, doctor, you asked about the girl. And they've got her tied up in a secluded area. And now for a little test of my evil plan. I love his speech later on when he talks about Sawan. And he's just like, oh yeah, happy Halloween. This part is pretty awesome with the couple and the kid, and they lock them in the room. Yeah, take some notes. Just lock them in. Movie Massacre, Mr. Rob in the house. What's going on, dude? While you're here, Rob, I would like to have you on one of the horror hangout streams sometime. I think that would be really cool. I've wanted to have you on one of my streams for a while. Such a big fan of your work. You already know that. We got Rob in the house, guys, for Movie Massacre. If you guys don't know, now you know. Check out his channel. Give him a sub. Sure, bro. Let me know when, and I'll be there. I'm on it. I'm gonna talk to the guys and girls. Watch. Oh, the kid turn on TV. Lights out. This is look at the wife. This is a big joke. She's just laughing. The kid's face is melting and turning into a. Look at his face. Look at that face that Colonel Cochran just made. She's like. That kid just collapsed and he's got all kinds of creepy crawlies coming out of his face. And the mother just faints. Oh, he's got snakes coming out of his face. That's pretty sick. Awesome stuff right there. So that's a great scene. I do love that scene. Oh, snap. You're about to get... Oh! Ah! Dude's getting bit by the snakes. Ah! Gets faster and faster. Great practical effects there. Pretty intense. And coming up, we do get to see some shots from the original Halloween because they strap Dan to the chair and force him to watch Halloween. You don't have to force me to watch it. I watch it all the time. So nobody knows that this guy took a piece of Stonehenge, one of the most famous relics of all time. One of the most famous statues in history. Nobody noticed that he took it. It's Halloween. All the kiddies are out in their costumes. Here we are, New York, Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody's got their silver shamrock masks. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yes, I'll give you that. Movie Massacre H3 does have an awesome score. Seattle, Washington. Don't forget to tune in tonight for the big giveaway at 9 o'clock. Well, the kiddies are gathered around their TVs. Phoenix, Arizona. That's a great scene where the kids are walking through the field and there's that red sky in the background. Really cool, right? That's some great atmosphere right there. Similar to the original DVD cover there, right? Yeah, I'm excited, dude. I'm gonna have you on the show. Collector Man too. I'd like to have you on there sometime on the Horror Hangout live stream. Interested? I love the horror hangouts. It's so near and dear to me. It's one of my favorite things that I've done on YouTube. I feel like we cover so much ground. All the shows that we've done, we've covered so much, and it's such a great team to work with. I love all these guys. I love everyone that I've worked with in the past and in the present. Really great people, and they all know their stuff. They know their horror, so I couldn't have a better crew. Collective Man says I would love to be on sometime. Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm glad you guys could join me tonight. So we know what the future lies. She's playing with the it looks like one of the badges of the Silver Shamrock Mask. This is pretty sick too, and the android's got the drill. Ready to take out this poor nurse. And this movie does have some good kills, I'll say. Pretty nasty too. There's one right here, especially. There's definitely some slasher in here too. So once again, too much like Halloween to be its own thing. It's got a lot of slasher elements in there. Some nasty kills. Glad to be here and support you, Sean. Well, I really appreciate that. I hope I can do the same. So everybody watching out there on YouTube, subscribe to everyone that's been on the chat tonight. Collector Man, Movie Massacre, Phil's Creepy Vids. Who else did we have? We had yeah, everybody subscribe to them all. David's Horror we had before. Yeah, great channels. So everyone check them out. Spencer as well. Here we go. I love it. Colin Cochran's speech here. Really cool. You don't know much about Halloween. Strange custom. Putting on a mask and going out for candy. Here's where we see the real Colin Cochran, what he's all about. The Festival of Samhain. 3,000 years ago when the hills ran red. Witchcraft. It's time again. We don't decide these things, The stars do. They're in alignment again. Watch it. Look what's on TV. Halloween, 1970. And happy Halloween. I love when he says it. There's just something about the way he says it. It's so freaking sinister. You know what he would have made is a great Bond villain, right? He would just be a classic Bond villain, that guy, right? Perfect. Great villain in RoboCop too, of course, right? Yeah, I love the way he delivers that line. Yeah, classic evil villain. Oh, poor Dr. Dan, strapped to the chair with the silver shamrock mask, nothing to do but die. But this is Tom Atkins we're talking about here. He's going to find a way to survive. And he kicks the TV down. He easily got the razor, cut his way out. Nice how he perfectly got the mask to go over the camera there. That's a once in a lifetime shot. Stuff's about to go down. Oh, 23 shares? You think so? You can't kill Tom Atkins. Just like, you can't kill the boogeyman. He's indestructible. So is his mustache. Don't forget to tell your kids to watch the big giveaway. He's crawling through the vents and stuff. Ah, that's right. He's still alive. And that building's still there too that they had this silver shamrock in. It looks pretty much exactly the same. Watching Boogeyman Ben's video there. Hey, late horror show in the house. What's up, Dino? Watching Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. The controversial Halloween 3, I might add. But as we mentioned before, of course, it has developed a cult following over the years. And especially a lot of people in the horror community have come around to it, it seems. It's definitely swayed in the other direction, I would say. Whereas people hated it. Ah, one of your favorites, huh? He's trying to call his wife. You have to get rid of those masks. No, they're coming for you. Get out of there, man. Oh, he found the room where his girlfriend is. You just talk to your wife and kids on the phone. But you gotta save your girlfriend now, right? This is where things start to get a little campy for me. With this whole scene with the Stonehenge. Come on, guys, it's pretty cheesy. All the lasers come up. Oh, cheesy like effects. They definitely could have did a better job on this scene. Like just like that, his plan is foiled. That's it. His plan for world domination, the end of all children. Collector Man says, I would love to see the idea implemented of releasing a film every year centered on the holiday of Halloween. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. Well, have you heard the news that Blumhouse is interested in doing that? You know, so it could happen, and I wouldn't honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Because once we've got the Maya saga over and done with after Halloween ends, that leaves it wide open for what could happen after. If they decide to continue with the franchise. But I have a feeling it's going to happen. There's Duke Warlock again. He's still alive. I didn't realize how much he's in this. You know, you know what else I caught him in that was pretty random is he's in Casino as one of the casino workers or whatever, talking to Robert De Niro. I was like, oh shit, it's Dick Warlock. It's like random. Yeah, I think it was just today they said that even, that Blumhouse is interested in doing that. Oh yeah, they need to make a sequel to Trick or Treat. I mean, come on. I can't believe they haven't yet. It's crazy, that they think that would be a given for a franchise. Like, why? Maybe because it was never actually released in the theaters. I think it might have had a small, very small, limited release. But I'm not sure. I don't, might not even have come out in the theaters at all. Like little fireworks. Ah, there goes Dick Warlock. He's dead again. They're all lined up like on the ground. With just Connell Cochran standing there. Everyone else is dead. He's like, look at his face. He just turns around. Oh, oh. Stonehenge is lit up. It's all lit up. He just like stands there waiting for it to happen. And they're up in the rafters watching it. I like how he sees him up there. It's just like. He just vanishes. He gets shot with the laser light from Stonehenge and it zaps everything else, and his head just turns blue and then he just like disappears. Yeah, they definitely could have did a better job on that. It's super cheesy. This part's fun too. When once he gets away, Dr. Dan and Ellie, and they turn the radio on. It's still going on. Oh, we gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. And you see the girl has a weird look on her face. She's just like, looks like she's in a trance. I think you know where I'm going with this. This is fun. I like that. That's kind of fun. That piece of Stonehenge looked like cardboard boxes. Yeah, it did. Boom. She's almost like BB there, like Deadly Friend. Samantha. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Her arm is sitting there on the. Did you guys see that coming? Did you think Ellie was a robot, an android that whole time? Look at her arms. She got the circuits. It knocks her head right off. Nice shot. There you go. That's a nice shot there. Her head on the ground and her body's lying down there. It's a pretty cool practical effect there. He goes to grab the car door. That reminds me of that scene in Reanimator. I think it's the Bride of Reanimator when he's playing with the arm and hooking it up to the foot, and it's just like kicks him in the head and then chokes him. Collecting Man says, I appreciate the Deadly Friend comparison. Love that movie. Yes, I ordered my copy from Scream Factory. This bitch don't want to die. Yeah, I can't wait to get that because it's supposed to have a special poster with it too. So I'm like psyched about that. I'm gonna put that on my wall. Yeah, I love Deadly Friend. There's just something about it. I don't know. It's not like a great movie or anything, but I don't know. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. It's like a great slice of 80s cheese. but it's got some legitimate creepiness too. It's not just straight up cheese because I can only handle a certain amount of cheese, like this movie, for example. Don't you understand that? Go ahead, say whatever you want. Say it's a bomb, whatever. Just turn it off. No, no, I can't believe it. I can't prove it. You've got to believe me. Just trying to stop it all, but it's time for the giveaway. Kids are gathering around their TVs. Sorry, Dan, you didn't stop anything. It's all gonna happen anyway. All your hard work is for naught. It's still gonna happen. For God's sakes, please stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, it's a cool ending. It really is. It is a cool, bleak ending, isn't it? All right, guys, that's it. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, guys. What do you think about it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? Do we think it's a masterpiece? Do we think it's the best movie in the Halloween franchise? What do you think? Halloween 3, Season of the Witch from 1982. As I said to Collector Man earlier, it's possible we might get another one of these after Halloween ends, because Blumhouse has expressed interest in that, and I have a feeling that might happen. So don't be surprised if we get Season of the Witch again, a remake of Season of the Witch, or a similar type one-off, or just Halloween story as part of the Halloween franchise. So don't be surprised when that happens. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight here at the Horror Corner. The Collective Man. I love it. The best in the franchise is not, but I appreciate its originality. Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I do like that they tried something different. I'm not opposed to trying something different in the franchise. So I don't have a problem with it. Never have. Well, all right, I shouldn't say I never have. I did have a problem with it originally, but the older me, the wiser me, does not have a problem. Yeah, I was just a kid back then, so I didn't know crap. So, but now I can really sit back and appreciate movies, and I do appreciate them trying to take the franchise in a little bit of a different direction. So, I have no problem with it being part of the franchise. I think it's a solid film. I'll say that it's a solid film, and I do enjoy it. I watch it about maybe once a year as part of if I'm having a marathon. Sometimes I'll throw it on. Not the most rewatchable one for me because I feel like once you know everything, the cat's out of the bag. It's not as fun anymore. But if you watch it like once a year or so, it's cool though. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching the live commentary on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a good time here at the Horror Corner. And I look forward to the next one. Maybe we'll be doing Halloween 4 next, huh? The return of Michael Myers. That's right, because Halloween 3 was not a box office success. So they went back to the Michael Myers story. So I'll see you at that stream, hopefully. So thank you for watching, guys. Thank you, everyone in the chat that joined us tonight. Collector Man, Late Late Horror Show, Movie Massacre, Rob, and David's Horror, Phil's Creepy Videos, Spencer, and yes, Adam Turner. So thank you for everyone. Drum Smash 88, thank you. And everybody that joined us in the chat tonight. Have a great night. Have a great October and a great Halloween. And oh yeah, happy Halloween. Have a good one, guys. Peace out. Have a great night. Have a great, enjoy the rest of your weekend.